What up? To another episode of the Hoopetry in Motion podcast, episode number 5 of this brand new season. We got myself, ebook 88 here, avid Laker fan, as you know. We got a Luka now, so that's all that matters to me. You feel me? We got Josh, aka 15 and 13, or the 13 and 15 Nets, doing exactly what they're supposed to do by tanking.
Yes,
so let's all hope. Let's get in the prayer circle, and let's hope the Nets get a top 3 pick in this draft. And then last but not certainly least,
please start winning games.
Yes, sirs.
Last but not certainly least, the 78-4 record-setting Los Angeles Lakers, Armani Amstradamus, as you know. Avid Laker fan, you know what I'm saying?
What up? What's good, everybody?
What's good? So in today's episode, we're going to cover a myriad of things. So obviously, Anthony Davis, a lot of questions about his fit and the time spent in Dallas. Will he be traded? Early awards, as we know, a month into the season. What are our predictions? We're going to go through that. I'm sure that'll spice up, the conversation. East versus West. Not as lopsided as we thought.
I always believed in you, East. Always believed in you.
And is there a shift in said talent and, how the East and the West is being looked at in the NBA? As we know, over years, it's been always the West. But now the East is starting to look really legit. And last but not least, are the Pistons legit? And, man, the Pistons have been on a crazy streak. I believe they won 13 or 14 straight games, which ended tonight against Boston in a dramatic fashion. And since we're going to talk about it, let's just bring it home here.
Yeah.
Are the Pistons legit, though? Are they?
So the Pistons,
and when I mean by legit, I legit mean, can they come out the Eastern Conference and represent the East in the NBA Finals?
I'm gonna say no. It's too early to say. Like I believe we asked this question last year, and I know we talked about 2 different teams here, but we asked this question last year when we were talking about the Cavaliers, right? And I was like, yes, the Cavaliers are legit because you just look at their roster. From a roster construction, you got their star shooting guard, all-star shooting guard, Donovan Mitchell, all-star point guard. You got the Depoy, you got Jarrett Allen. I mean, obviously, in terms of Depoy, we didn't know that he's going to be the Depoy end of the year. But just from 1 through 5.
I feel about that Depoy.
Right, 1 through 5.
That chain is fake. I'm sorry. Shout out to Bronny.
Right. But we knew 1 through 5.
Yeah.
1 through 5, right? There was a team to reckon with the Celtics. You feel me? Now with the Pistons, and I know Josh, you spoke about it when we was talking about our when we did our preseason episode, talking about like their roster construction. Like they lost a lot. They lost Tim Hardaway. They lost Malik
FanDuel Beasley. Yep.
Right. They lost their shooting. But we've seen it in the stretch that they was able to dig out a lot of wins without some of their core guys being there. They won games without Cade playing. They won games without Jalen Duren playing. They won games without Asar playing. You know what I'm saying? So it
even before that, Tobias and those
right.
guys was out, and Karis LeVert was out a couple games.
Don't forget Jaden Ivey. Another
one. But I also think that it's just a testament to showing that Cade is taking this phenomenal leap. MVP candidate, definitely top 5, if you ask me. But I think it's still too early to say though. I still feel like they had a nice run in the playoffs. Unfortunately got ended by the Knicks, so they was able to experience that postseason. Something the Pistons hasn't been able to do in years. So it's kind of a feel good story right now. They riding that wave, but I would say not yet.
Yeah, I would. This wasn't like Armani said. I wasn't very high on this team coming into the season. I saw them replacing their shooters with Duncan Robinson, and I was not impressed. But they're proving
He's been
me
playing
wrong.
well too, by the way.
Yeah.
And they're proving me wrong. Cade took another leap that I didn't think he was going to. I thought it was going to be like marginal. I didn't think it was going to be a big leap like this. Jalen Duren taking another leap was not what I thought. I thought
I know he had all that in his skill set, bro.
Yeah. Not he did. It's just that, when you playing on the team, some of these bigs just don't showcase that because it's not in the game plan. But I just didn't think he would get to this level where he's consistently just a man amongst boys.
Yeah.
Even though he's a boy, he's young.
That's
himself.
literally what it is.
It's just like yeah. So I don't think they're quite there yet because we need to see if Duren is a legit number 2. We need a legit number 2 to win in the playoffs. So that's when that next step, we have to see that if Duren is the number 2 or maybe it's Ivy or maybe they do trade for something. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I do like what I'm seeing. Shout out to Bickerstaff. He got fired and he made this situation bigger in Detroit than what it was. What they lost? They lost 29 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And now winning 14 in a row. I'm just happy for Cade.
That's what I'm saying.
They showing that they really doing that basketball thing. It's an all around roster from what I'm seeing, but I gotta see it in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. It's twofold for me. I'm going to say yes, they are legit, but also I understand why it's too early to say, because I don't believe anyone at the top of that Eastern Conference. I don't believe in the Knicks. I don't believe in the Cavs. I don't believe in the Magic. I don't believe
Raptors. Raptors number 2.
I don't believe in them either. But I'm very impressed with the Raptors, though. I just think that the Pistons right now they're riding a high for sure. But I think Cade's leap has been so enormous for me that like we're looking at like possibly the SGA of the East. If you
SGA, like I see it. Yeah.
So if you go with that logic, I do believe that like the Pistons have the makeup of what we see from OKC. They have the 2 bigs. They can, albeit they're not as tall as Chet and Hartenstein, but they have 2 legit bigs that they can play together.
They have the defense.
They play defense.
It is literally the East Coast. Well, we're not saying they're OKC, but it's
right. I'm not saying the OKC
version of what they're trying to build. It's just more grit.
Yes,
more
exactly.
We're gonna rebound.
Exactly.
More physical.
OKC plays defense, but
right. So like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm starting to see from Detroit with what they're building. So when I think about it from that standpoint, yes, they're legit because now we see what OKC has become. Now, don't get me wrong, we have to see it though. Like that, we have to see it come to life. We have to see it on the floor, press our situations. As we saw OKC throughout the years. They've reached a certain point, learned in the playoffs, got bounced out, and then all of a sudden hit the promised land, right? I think Detroit got a taste of that last year. They took the Knicks to 6 games. And it wasn't like 6 games that were just like lopsided. No, every single game, the Pistons had a chance to win. I think the win margin the win margin was like a total of 6 points, like in between both teams, if I'm not mistaken.
It took a couple of big shots from Cat. Remember, it took that crossover from Brunson. And remember, did Tim Hardaway or was it Malik Beasley? One of them got fouled on a 3 and it wasn't called. So it could have went either way.
Yeah. So in terms of where the East is standing right now, I think they are legit. And I think they if the Pacers can make a run like they did last year, I don't see why the Pistons cannot. And to Josh's point, you do need number 2. You do need a number 2. And the Pacers had that last year, right? Pascal was the clear-cut number 2, or some nights the number 1, while Halliburton was the number 2, right? So you kind of need that, like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, like, you know, like you need that number. You need that 1-2 punch in the playoffs. You just have to have it. So to Josh's point, we haven't seen Duren play this version in the playoffs. Cade has already proven that for a long
sample size. Sample size, yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Cade, we've seen that. Like, that's already there. We know that. But who's the other guy that's going to be there when it matters the most? When Cade can get, or when coaches are trying to scheme Cade out in the playoffs because it's easier to game plan 14 versus, you know, during the regular season, you know? So yeah, I do think they're legit to some degree. I'm going to put an asterisk on it. They're legit with an asterisk because I don't believe in where the top of the East stands at right now. I don't necessarily believe in how well or dominant, so to speak, the Knicks and the Cavs can be in the playoffs, because I think they can get got early. So
yeah,
that's just my take.
Especially for what we've seen early in the season as well too, because we also had the Hawks being one of the 3 best teams in the league, and like, you know, even though like they're playing well without Trey, now the narrative is, do they even need Trey? And it's like,
that's cap.
Not so fast. Yeah,
that's bad. Like that,
right, exactly. And you know, some would say that Trey's run to the conference finals that year was a fluke, whatever. But like, he still put on the show, and you still need a guy who's going to close out games, and still, no matter what's going on.
Facts. So
yeah.
Speaking of, since we're talking about the Eastern Conference, let's just talk about what's going on with the possible power shift between the East. So, I didn't even know. That is a crazy trend that's going on right now. 6-7. So yeah, there might be a power shift.
I don't know about.
I won't say power shift because it's still the top like 4 contenders, like betting wise, odds wise. It's still in the West. OKC, Lakers, Nuggets, and I think Houston.
Yeah.
So those teams are still like great and everything. Like they have the best odds to win a championship. But the East just looks from 1 to like, I want to say 10.
It's very
have winning records. While the West, 1 is 1 through 8 that have winning records.
Yeah.
Because the last 2 playing spots for the West is like,
yeah, it's a little rough. It's a little rough.
Yeah,
like the Grizzlies are 7-12 and they got to play in.
Right.
While in the West, the play-in is the Sixers and they 9-8. So
yeah. No, you're right. So like, so it's not about a power shift. Is the East
more competitive?
More competitive than we've made it out to.
Yes, I feel like it's always been.
The level, the playing field is a bit more level than it is in the Western Conference, because in the West you have more of a star power, right?
Yes, there are more stars in the West for sure.
Right. Whereas the East, and we knew this coming into the season, we knew that the Pacers wasn't going to be good. We knew that the Celtics wasn't going to be good. And pretty much the common theme was like, all right, the East is for the taking. Like, the Cavs could take it, the Knicks could take it, even a stretch, even the Hawks could take it, the Magic could take it. You know what I mean? So like,
Raptors, you never know.
Right, the Raptors are surging, the Pistons, we just spoke about them, you know. So it's kind of like it's anybody's like conference to take. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I do think there is what we are seeing though, and this is why I said I don't trust Cavs and the Knicks, and not. You
don't trust Mike Brown?
Laker fans know about Mike Brown.
Does Eric trust Mike Brown?
That's a question for we're gonna ask him on the next episode.
Salute to Eric, man.
Yeah,
I know he's doing his DJ gig right now, but salute to Eric, man.
And the thing is with the Knicks, and don't get me wrong, it could just be they've been inserting this new offense and they're trying to get it together, and it takes time, but that's what
training camp is for.
Right, we're in December basically now. It's Thanksgiving. Like, I don't want to hear cat. I don't know what, like, it's Thanksgiving, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the Cavs, it's just something about them that
anybody other than Donovan Mitchell
shows up in the playoffs
and Lonzo, I have no faith in.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Lonzo's gonna show up even though we haven't seen him in the playoffs. And we've seen Donovan Mitchell take on teams dolo, like, yo, I'm here. Can somebody please
somebody join the party? Help me.
So we can win.
Help me.
Yeah.
And that's where the Mobley and Garland question comes in. And
Garland's been hurt all year with this toe, and he's been in and out of the lineup. It's I don't know. Unless obviously there's a trade that happens down the line, and because it's still very early and rosters could be shaking up at any given moment, right? So, you know, this conversation could be null and void by the time, you know, trade deadline passes. We're heading into the playoffs. Those teams look completely different. But right now, it's just you look at the Eastern Conference, like if the Pistons and the Cavs are in the playoff series, Cavs are not a surefire. Cavs and Magic is not a surefire. You know, Knicks Raptors not a surefire. Like, it's just you don't. Most of these series is a toss up, and you know, like hell, you can even go down to Bucks and Hawks. That's a toss up. Like, there's no clear cut. Like, we know if OKC and Memphis are the 1 and 8 seed, we know exactly what's going to happen. That is a bona fide sweep, as we saw last year. Sweep. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like that's a valid argument, because like I also think about, like, you know, as long as I've been watching basketball, I feel like we can always say this. As long as I've been watching basketball, the West was always reigning supreme, right? And it was maybe like one team in the West, maybe one team in the West.
There was. Okay, I mean, yes, and from your experience and your perspective,
yes. Well, what you saying, Josh?
The West I feel like has been reigning supreme ever since you've been watching basketball.
What you mean?
You've been watching basketball for a long time, bro.
For a very long time, right?
That's why I was about to intervene, because I was like, when did you start? Like, when?
Like early 2000s.
Because the East was, bro. You know that. The East was stacked in the early 2000s. East was stacked.
Championship those first 3 years old.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Championship.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking like conference wise. Oh, my fault.
No.
Oh, yeah. Because all right, if you're going to championships, the first 4 years of 2004
is the West.
From 2000 to 2004 was the West.
The West, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Nets, yo.
Right,
but there wasn't two of those.
Right. What I'm saying is, like,
shout out to Draymond Green, right?
West, you had clear-cut favorites on like maybe one or two that was gonna like win the championship that year, and plus even like the way the seeding were, like I remember there was 1 year in particular where I believe the Suns had won 49 games and did not make the playoffs. You know what I mean? And
I remember there was 1 year the Nuggets won 50 games and they were the 8th seed.
It was the 8th seed, that. And it was straight up a dogfight. So like, even if you do have the number 1 seed, it was like, like they still might be in trouble because I don't think they match up well with the 8th seed. They might lose in the first round, and whereas to the point that you're explaining right now, if the playoffs was to start today, we don't have like a odds on favor on like who's going to win between Knicks or whoever, Hawks or whoever, Bucks versus whoever, because like it's fair game. Whereas in the West, if the playoffs will start today, like, all right, OKC's going to win the first round. Call that a bye, right? Mm-hmm. all right, put whoever else 4th and 5th seed, like then obviously, it becomes more of a conversation. Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. Go ahead, Josh.
Josh, you muted.
Shout out to the East. I always believe, bro. I want everybody to see that it's not, let's get rid of conferences and playoffs, which was a stupid argument to begin with. Now you see how stupid it is.
They should never get rid of that, bro.
Because literally the first, let me look at this properly. How many West teams will make it?
Oh, if you do best 16?
If you do the best 16, 6 West teams will make it. The rest is East.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. But I think the point is too, like, yes, you're right about that. I think the rebuttal to that would be, well, the West is going to run through, like the champion of that is going to be a Western Conference team. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, because the Western Conference, like I would say the top 5 or top 4 Western Conference teams are probably better than top 6, top 7 Eastern Conference teams all collectively. Like if you go down the list of the top 8 teams in the East, and you take the top 4 teams in the West, and you match them up, you're more likely going to take the Western Conference teams over the Eastern Conference teams.
Yeah.
In that regard, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying, Josh. Like
but then the West teams are struggling with East teams unless you're OKC. Like, yeah,
I mean,
the Nuggets be losing to the Bulls and all that. Like, that's our playing team. We losing to them.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Last year they was losing to the Wizards. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you.
That's all. Shout out to East, man. I know we're not gonna win it this year because our top dogs is out. Our top dog Boston's out, so we can't have a juggernaut fight. But shout out to the East, man.
Yeah, I mean, the West, obviously, I think this year is gonna come out as the champions. It's probably OKC. They've been unbelievable,
barring anything.
Yeah, barring anything crazy, like
because everybody we was all saying OKC, Celtics, and then something crazy.
Facts. Like unless like there's a crazy trade that goes down or injury or whatever. Knock on wood.
I wonder who that crazy trade would happen for.
Relax. Relax. Because if the Lakers get Giannis, you can forget it. You can forget it. OKC, who? Yeah, you can forget it, brother.
OKC, UFC, AFC.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. So, but yeah, barring any crazy trades or whatever, or knock on wood, like I said, an injury. OKC, man, it's just like they're bro, like
machine, man.
And sidebar, I think it'd be smart of them to not try to go for the record, and
I don't even think they
tried
for the record.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's the thing.
Like it is effortlessly, right?
Yeah,
bro. Even when Shea go to the bench, they just bringing in the 6th man of the year, and he's relentless. AJ Mitchell.
Yeah. Like, and J-Dub not even back yet, so it's just like
So that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine that?
And what's crazy, that now he's not eligible to be All-NBA, so he's not going to get the Supermax. That's slick because that means their cap issue is not going to be as strenuous down the line. But that's a talk for another day.
I think that was a smart move. Yeah.
No. I need Pablo Torre on this story. I know what they're doing over there.
And by the way, I don't want to get too off that. Pablo Torre, you saying you don't want to get into the Jalen Brunson thing because you live in New York? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He said people threatening him like, "Yo, don't talk about Brunson." Like, all right, bro.
But honestly, Pablo, as a faithful Laker fan, you're doing the Lord's work. Keep planting them trees, brother. Keep planting them trees. All right. So as we're talking about the Western Conference and the Lakers, there was a Laker that obviously got traded. One of the craziest trades in NBA history. That was Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris going to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Those couple guys was in the trade?
Yes.
Yeah.
Going to the Los Angeles Lakers for Max Christie, a first-round pick, and Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr. So, obviously, you know, Luka's been on a tear, leading the league in scoring. The Lakers are surging right now. If I'm not mistaken, they're the second best team in the Western Conference. And Anthony Davis has only played, I believe, 13 games since the trade. 14 games since the trade. Obviously, he's been hurt. You know, he went down with the abdominal strain. You know, the first game back. You know, they pretty much sat him out for the rest of the year after that. During the offseason, had surgery on his eye. You know, so he really couldn't do much basketball activity. Everyone say he came in camp out of shape. You know, whatever. It's
bro,
like
the Photoshops has been crazy, bro.
Yeah, like they're making him look like he like got this.
They're making him look like Zion.
Yeah, like it's not that like y'all really like dragging it. But you know, and then AD comes back, and then I believe a few games in has a calf strain. We all know calf strains lead to Achilles tears, and you have to be extremely careful and extremely, you know, diligent with that type of injury. So, you know, I rightfully so the Mavericks don't want to risk him coming back early, but it looks like Anthony Davis may be coming back miraculously healthy on Friday against the Los Angeles Lakers in Los Angeles. So he had the option to play against the Clippers or the Lakers. And of course, as he said himself, what game you think I want to play? And that's the game in LA against the Lakers.
That's crazy.
Put something in his ear. He's like, yeah, man. Let's get them Lakers.
But after Nico Harrison's, you know, departure and termination of his job, there have been talks now about the vision that Nico Harrison had. No longer is the plan for the whatever new regime that the Dallas Mavericks are rolling into. They want to invest in the Cooper Flag era, which means the likes of, and which makes no sense to me because, albeit I love Kyrie Irving, they said, you know, they believe in Kyrie, they want to keep Kyrie. Sorry for the sirens, you know, I'm in the hood. But they want to invest in Kyrie, and they believe Kyrie can be a long-term partner to Cooper Flag. I said, wait a minute. So if Kyrie's a long-term partner,
what does that make?
With Cooper Flag, and Kyrie and AD are in the same age group,
right?
But then you want to get rid of Kyrie, you want to get rid of Anthony Davis because you want to go younger to go into the Cooper Flag era, but you want to keep Kyrie long-term. That don't make any sense to me. So that means y'all speaking on both sides of the tongue here. So something's not right. But now there are rumors swirling about them trading Anthony Davis and trying to rectify the Luka trade as much as possible after the owner secretly and openly admitted that they messed up trading Luka Doncic in the first place.
And I told y'all this in a group chat when we found that out. If I'm the owner, that is going to the grave with me. I'm not admitting that. What?
This guy, the owner's an idiot, man.
What? To a fan? Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like
that shit was a setup. You can't tell me.
Yeah,
you had a kid, teenager, whatever, dressed in a Luka Doncic Laker jersey, sitting courtside, front and center, mid-court, where all the cameras can see, and you're sitting right next to him having a conversation. Then automatically, Shams has the story of the conversation that he had with the fan. Since when is Shams reporting on what the fan is speaking to with an owner about?
But also, what they were saying was that fan was, I
season
guess,
ticket holder.
season ticket holder, and like I guess one game prior to that game, he badmouthed the owner. His dad was like, "Yo, you gotta apologize." Like, so yeah, it was a lot going on.
CAP. That's what that is. It's
yeah.
It's cap.
Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm not admitting that. Let's go to the grave.
Evidently, we are here, and supposedly there may be a trade on the way for Anthony Davis. My question is, if you're Dallas, where are you trading AD to and for who?
It's a weird market.
I think the market is already fucked up. Messed up for him. The market, the best he could do is get Vooch and Kobe White. Like I don't see any market that you get anything good back, attractive back. Not even like picks wise, you probably go get 1 or 2 picks. Like it's not. You trading a guy with a calf injury.
And a long list of other injuries.
Yeah.
That in itself is just like, okay, man. And he hasn't. Yeah, like you said, he has injury history. I don't think you get much back other than Vooch. That's the best package you could get is Vooch and Kobe White. Mm-hmm. If the Bulls don't want to pay Kobe White, they'll be like, "Here, you take him.
Yeah,
we'll take AD, bring him back home." But we was looking across the league. I don't know, like the Pistons probably like. What, give me Tobias? You feel me? Like, what are the Clippers getting him? The Clippers are good, like John Collins, and Bogdanovich. Like,
yeah, that's bad.
Like, you feel me? Like, I don't think his market is that much. The real best offer is Cat, or whatever the Knicks give. If they be like, all right, you could take.
It'll be like
you could take Mitch Rob and
what about
Mikhail or OG, whatever that is.
What about if he's there, Minnesota? What do you think about that pairing?
I would love that.
Get Randall out of there, AD and Gobert.
I would love that. That would be a great defensive.
Not gonna lie, that'll be one of the greatest defensive.
But they would still have the problem that they have right now.
Yeah, it's just their offense would struggle though. I mean, obviously, and then the most obvious place he would flourish, but in order to get him, they have to cut ties with the long-standing player of theirs, and that's the Warriors, and that's you giving up Draymond and whatever else. But they're not going to part ways with Draymond.
You part ways with Draymond, he's letting everybody know the secrets that's been going on in Golden State, bro. That's why they would never trade him. That's exactly why they would never trade him.
But the most obvious fit, if you like, Jimmy, Steph, and AD is a legit 3. Playoff wise, we know because we all know Jimmy Butler's a playoff riser. And we know AD's a playoff riser, right? And Steph is Steph. You have those 3 guys in the playoffs. Oh, it gets real scary. Those 3 guys, but they're not going to sit there and part ways with Draymond Green. They're just not.
Yeah, that's tough. And it's gonna have to be Draymond Green and Kuminga, and Draymond hates that guy.
Yeah.
Because you shipping me off with this guy too, I'm spilling everything.
Yeah, so it's it is kind of tough to see, and obviously they want to rebuild, and rightfully so, but it's rebuilding is not easy. And speaking of rebuilding, topic I want to cover is what team you guys think right now should rebuild right now.
You already know what I'm going with, bro, because it's been nasty. I'm going with the Sacramento Queens. You feel that right now. Rebuild it right now, bro. Stop hitting the beam and rebuild.
No. The beam, the light, they didn't pay the light bill. That shit is off, bro.
Yo, hit that button right now, bro. It's getting.
That's not even their slogan no more, is it?
Yes, it still is. They still like the beam.
You know what's crazy? Right now they're losing to the Phoenix Suns 72-55 in the third quarter.
Bro, like it's bad.
In the first quarter, Phoenix scored 41 points. Sacramento scored 16.
Bro,
like just with those guys on the floor, like it makes it legit makes. Obviously, we've seen this before because in Chicago, yes, right. But like, damn.
You know what's crazy? I seen the clip on Twitter, I think last week, and they was like, this is where everything fell apart for the Sacramento Kings. Remember when they played the Pistons? I forget who. Somebody hit like a clutch 4-point play. I can't remember who, but they was playing the Pistons, right? And then Mike Brown got fired right after that. De'Aaron Fox got traded that season. I can't remember who from the Pistons hit that shot, but it was some wild shot, right?
It was a wild shot that De'Aaron Fox fouled the guy. It was in Detroit. It might have been.
It was in Sacramento. It was in Sacramento. When
it was in Sacramento. Was it? It wasn't Ivy. Ivy was out. It was. I feel like it was Ivy though.
It was Ivy. It might have been Ivy.
I think it might have been Ivy.
Anyway, right after that, Mike Brown gets fired. De'Aaron Fox gets traded that season, and then it just all falls apart. And you can even go further than that when they made the play-in, and who they lost to? The Pelicans. That was coming after they played against the Warriors in Game 7 when Curry had 50. So it's just been like a domino effect of just bad things. And like going to the season, like just the overall, well, even last season, you getting DeMar DeRozan, you getting Zach LaVine, you got the Sacramento Bulls on your team, right? I know I'm jumping all over the place right now, right? But then even coming to the season where we was like, yo, where is Russ going? Russ still does not have a team.
I was telling y'all, Sacramento.
You like Russ going to the Kings? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. What is Zach? They got Schroeder. They got one of the best FIBA players of all time, and then it's Schroeder. Like it's just not making sense, bro. So
and then they were trying to get Kuminga.
Yes, they were trying to get Kuminga too. And what's crazy is, and the reason why they couldn't get Kuminga was no one wanted Malik Monk. Like, and it's wild to me that we've seen, to your point, Armani, we've seen Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan in Chicago, but we also seen Russell Westbrook and Dennis Schroeder on the Lakers, and that didn't work either. And Sacramento was like, well, we can make it work.
And then remember when we was talking about the possible starting five, right? You got Sabonis, right? You got DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. So that's 3 players right there. You got Malik Monk, and we was like, who is running your point guard?
I told you, I said Russ is going to start.
Or even if you put Keegan Murray in there, right? All right, cool. So now you got Sabonis, Keegan Murray, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Dennis Schroeder. And then you switch them out for Russ. Where's the space? Ain't no space. There ain't no space. So if you ask, right, it's just LaVine.
It's just LaVine.
And DeMar gonna hit you with straight middies. Y'all know how I feel about middies. I love middies. But DeMar gonna hit you with straight middies.
Bro, DeMar, listen, Debo will be wide open for a 3. Nah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, if there's a team that has to rebuild now, bro, like it's evident, bro, because like the stuff that they've been doing the past 2-3 seasons just has not been making any sense. And I'm going with the Sacramento Kings, bro.
It's like a little kid running 2K. How they built that team,
bro? Just out here, just trading whatever, any type of trade package, bro. The bright spot out of that whole team. And he needs to get off that team, bro, because I feel like he's really good and could be a really defensive guard in this league. And that's Kean Ellis. He's solid, bro.
But if you're rebuilding, you might as well keep a guy like that.
True.
Yeah, I like that pick for you. My pick. It's an obvious one. It's the Bucks.
I feel like,
Give give it up. Just trade Giannis. It's over.
Yeah.
This team is not good enough. We just talked about the East, how it's a balance in the East, and you're one of the teams that's outside.
Yo,
it was good. Oh, Nick, we didn't say nothing bad about the Knicks.
Obviously not.
Nah, we said Mike Brown, and all we saw was a bat signal. So, he was like,
but I think the Bucks just trade Giannis because it's not happening right now. If Giannis gets hurt again, they're gonna fall out of contention with even making the play. And once you start hitting those 5 games away from a team to make the play-in, I think they gotta trade him in February. It starts there. I don't know if you could trade Kuzma. I don't think he has any.
Hell no.
He has any value.
Hell no.
Nobody on that roster has value other than Ryan Rollins. So you have to trade Giannis. I keep forgetting Miles Turner. My fault, Miles Turner.
Do they only pick this year?
Yeah, they do. Then after this, to the Pelicans.
Yeah, Pelicans. The Pelicans gotta vote up, man.
Yeah, it's
and DeJounte Murray has yet to come back.
Yeah, it's way past due, bro.
I don't know. When I look at their team, I don't even think, oh, that's a team to blow it. They already at the bottom. This is like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know, they want 5 picks of Trey Murphy. Like, relax, calm down. They want 3 for Herb. So what do you want for Zion if you think about those two like that?
Like you know what's crazy, bro? Like they're you. How low can you go? Like they're at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I get like everyone's Derek Queen's been great, but I'm sorry.
Still a stupid trade.
Still a stupid trade. Yeah, still a stupid trade. They can justify it as much as they want to. You're about to gift the Hawks a top 5 pick in this draft that you could have had, and possibly a player that's better than Derek Queen. Possibly, we don't know that yet, but possibly. Like you could have ended up with the number 1 pick.
Most likely.
Yeah, most likely. You could have ended up with number 1 pick and then be like, "Fuck."
Listen, Joe Dumars, and he traded the Pacers pick too in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
This is like that's your first line of duty. You traded the Pacers first. You didn't think, why would the Pacers call him back for their first? Why are they doing that? You didn't think that?
Like that was a priority.
They saw the imaging of Halliburton's calf, and it was like, yo.
Yeah, call that man right now.
Do you remember what this looked like? I saw KD's.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Those are my I didn't mean to say 2 teams, but Pelicans and Bucks.
No, word.
I'm gonna go Clippers. Get out of the tree business. Get
but you
out.
You didn't see what Woj tweeted, aka Santel?
No, what did he tweet?
I don't know. Santel is Woj. If any of the viewers don't know, Woj has a parody. He's doing this for the love of the game. He tweets under Santel just for the love of the game, just to mess with Shams. Santel tweeted, AD is getting traded to the Clippers, and you know how those tweets happen.
I'm sorry. With what salary? Who?
John Collins and Bogdanovich. I told you the salaries.
It's messy, bro. If I'm the Mavs, I'm not answering the phone.
I told you how low.
John Collins and Bogdanovich. Nah,
hey,
bro, you already got a lesser value than John Collins on your team in PJ Washington, bro. What?
Yeah, no.
Expiring contract.
No, I don't believe Santel one
bro.
bit.
Hey man,
but yeah, The Clippers is a valid pick because it's way past due, bro. And
It's way
the fact
past
that they keep retooling a roster and like
I'm just even more upset that like the media be falling for the jig every time.
Look, Josh, I was getting ready to say, Josh, we fell for the jig. We fell for the jig.
Literally this year before the season started, Josh
we fell for the jig.
Armani, and I'm gonna put you in the same bucket as Brian Windhorst. Brian Windhorst is the same thing. Clippers are gonna be phenomenal. They got all these guys. They're gonna be good. They're versatile on defense. James Harden's gonna look great. Kawhi Leonard's gonna have a full off season when he's healthy.
What do you expect after the season they just had?
Yeah.
And
you want us to be like, oh,
no,
man.
because I just want y'all to keep not Armani, but I want you and I want all other media pundits out there to keep the same energy. Because if this was the same roster, if they were the Los Angeles Lakers, it'd have been a different story.
Okay,
it'd have been a totally different story.
Okay,
about how old they are. And how this and that and the third. That's all.
Well, I mean, we said that coming into the season, though. We said that coming into the season about the Clippers, though.
And I said, is that not? And the reason why I said is that not a concern is because when the Lakers went into the season, when we had Russ and Carmelo and all the old guys, and it was bad, right? And I said that even then I was like, "This is."
I didn't have a contract with the pod then.
That was right. You was a free agent at the time.
I don't know.
You was a free agent at the time. But now we get to the Clippers where they have the oldest roster in the league. Their bench scoring is one of the worst in the league. They have one of the worst offenses in the league, one of the worst defenses in the league. And their star player still is in and out of the lineup.
Bro, I hate what he said the other night. He said something about like talent or something like no talent. Like, bro,
they need help.
Yeah, he said they need help. We need better talent.
He pulled LeBron.
Yeah, facts.
What more help do you need? Look at your roster, bro.
But here's the thing. You want more help, but guess what, bro? You're the reason why the roster's like this right now.
Yeah.
Do you know that, Kawhi?
Yeah.
You're the reason why. This whole thing started with I'm not coming here unless you trade for Paul George. That was the beginning of the end.
It was a domino effect.
Right there. Because I guarantee you, guess what? If they still had SGA over there, oh my God, Clippers would have been a whole different story. And Kawhi Leonard would have been under the radar. Because SGA
we don't know if SGA take that leap, though.
Kawhi's not there. He's taking the leap. Think about it. Kawhi took 2 seasons off in his tenure.
If he's not there,
he takes the leap because he's not there. And then when he comes back, he's SGA now.
Yeah.
Blow it up, Clippers. Blow it up. Yeah. It's time to let it go. It's the street lights over. What was this stupid mantra? Street lights over whatever, Hollywood lights, whatever it was.
They can't do that.
LA our way? No.
They gotta do arena. They gotta sell out that arena.
Not even because of the arena. Not even because of the arena.
A nice arena.
You're gonna look too guilty as an owner to trade away Kawhi under this investigation. You can't do
it. Especially All-Star Weekend in the Intuit Dome next year.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
so we still got Steve Ballmer that it's an investigation.
Yeah.
That, bro. That's gonna acknowledge defeat. I can't do it.
I do it for the culture. Let it. What Seth Rollins is intro?
Burn it down.
Burn it all down. Burn it all down.
Let me see. This is gonna answer the question right here. How much more picks does OKC own of them? That's when. That's gonna answer the question.
You want the answer right now? Hold on. You said how many picks does OKC own from the Clippers?
Oh, I think they own 2028. Oh man. No, Philly owns 2028. Oh my lord.
So
and Philly has a swap for 2029. What is happening?
Yeah. Yeah. They got fleeced for getting Paul George. I'm sorry, they got to. They got to. They got to.
As long as these teams are owning their picks, they can't blow it up.
They listen. It's man.
The only way they could blow it up is by taking PG back for their picks back. There's no way you could.
It's just it doesn't look good, and it's going to get worse. Like it's going to get worse for them.
Harden go actual trades when it's happening. I seen this story twice already.
Bro, I seen
it in Brooklyn. I seen it in Philly.
They said, "How does Harden always?"
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? If he asked out for a trade, nobody would be mad at him right now.
Yeah.
But Harden, I will say this: why are you always in this situation? Like Armani said,
bro. I just told you. Bro.
Like Armani, that's what I said. Like Armani said.
He said Harden always asks out for a trade to be the second guy, but always end up being the guy.
It looks like you don't know how to pick the stars you play for.
It's true, bro. Ever since he left Houston, it's been like this, bro.
James Harden is the ultimate manipulator in the NBA. He gets what he wants, gets the contract, and once things are not going his way, I want out. He blows the whole organization up. He did it in Philly, he did it in Brooklyn, he did it. Yeah, Philly and Brooklyn and Houston. Yeah. So yeah, they're right. They have to blow it up. They have to blow it up.
You can't blame him for what happened in Brooklyn, though. You can't blame him for that.
Yes, you can.
When he asked out, Cade was literally.
Cade signed. Cade literally signed.
Cade was on his way back, bro.
Oh, he was on his way back from the injury.
He was out with COVID. He was out with he was out with the injury.
Yeah.
And they got COVID.
Yeah, facts.
The whole half the team had COVID, and he's just like, I can't do this no more. Niggas got COVID.
and remember the Bucks series, he had that hamstring injury.
Yeah.
He had the hamstring injury, and it's like, he's out. He's on his way out.
Like you said, what broke up the Kings? The game against Detroit. That was literally the Nets. Detroit, when that loose ball happened and Harden was just walking to the ball.
Yeah, facts.
And they
it was like, yo, what's son on, bro? What is he on?
Like his controller unplugged, son.
Steve Nash literally benched him and was like, I don't know what was that. And then Harden was just on some, I'm good. And then you know what? This crazy thing, that's when the whole Cade is the all-star captain. He's picking teams. The Nets were number one team in the East.
Yeah. And LeBron ended up picking Harden.
Yeah.
Harden was worried about the third best player on the team rather than the best player on the team. So,
but anyway, speaking of the Clippers, some news just came out of Clipperland. You know, all the negatives. You know, I thought he was going to be some sort of
Yo, hold on 1 second, Eric. Mute it because we don't get no trademark things. You know, with the Q-tip music in the background.
Yeah, copyright MLD.
Listen. Yeah, I'm trying to go back and forth between the party and over here. So my bad.
Yeah, YouTube strikes. They don't be playing. They be like,
yeah.
But yeah, some news came out of Clipperland. You know, I would say their greatest player in their history, right? Chris Paul. Chris Paul has announced his retirement. I feel like this is something that we all knew coming into the season. But he announced his retirement.
Wasn't it announced already? I feel like it was announced in the summer.
He did announce it.
I don't need to laugh. Chris Paul's
basically, they was like, You think you get a favor at all? Nigga, you ain't Braun. like they did Paul Pierce with Kobe. Like Draymond did.
He was with one of those reporters. I think it might have been.
It was Malika Andrews.
Yeah,
I think it was Malika Andrews. And he was like,
I would like to play one more season or something like that. And then like it wasn't actually confirmed like in stone, but everybody was like, yeah, this is his last season. He's going back to the Clippers. That's what would further the argument, like, yeah, he's retiring. You know what I'm saying? This is his last year. But the Clippers are like 5-12 right now, or something, 5-13 after last night's loss against the Lakers. And he was like, well, I mean, he announced this over the weekend. But matter of fact, that was the same day Harden dropped 55. But yeah, he was like, yo, I'm out. I'm retired.
That's not a coincidence either, because people forget Harden and CP3 had a falling out at the end of their tenure in Houston too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fair though. I think this was planned only because it was in his hometown, North Carolina. So he did it.
That's a fact. Yeah, they were playing Charlotte.
Wake Forest.
Yeah, right before.
He's from Durham, I think.
He's from yeah.
So he announced it like a day before the game, so people could come show out, because there's a lot of people who had Chris Paul like jerseys in the crowd. So I think he did do it for North Carolina.
Yeah, I seen his post on Twitter, and then like I forget what the caption said, and then that's when the report came out, like maybe 2 hours later, that he was retiring. So, so yeah, wonderful career, Hall of Fame career.
One of the greatest full raises ever.
Yeah, yeah. That's really anywhere he went, he elevated that team. Look what he did with the Hornets. Look what he did with the Suns. Look what he did with the Thunder. OKC. Yep, that was a crazy year.
Remember that it was that year that the Hornets were in OKC, and then they went back and forth with New Orleans.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why OKC got a team. It's because of him.
So Chris Paul. But top 5 point guard of all time. Should have been a Laker.
Oh man, I know.
Should have been a Knick
on this route. Oh my gosh, here come the shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Should have been a Laker.
Who? Chris Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah. Kobe would have had.
Remember the fall of 2011. That was the year of the lockout. There was a whole lot of rumors during that time.
I'm gonna tell you why though. He wasn't a Laker, and it was because Jim Buss couldn't keep his mouth shut during the owners' meetings. And you all know, we all know, Armani, especially you and I, when the Lakers get a star, it's not talked about. It's very sneaky and under the table, because that's how we operate. Okay? Jim Buss couldn't keep his mouth shut at the owners' meetings. And because at the time the Hornets didn't have an owner, they were like, hold on. How do the Lakers get dibs at Chris Paul and we, the other owners, don't get a shot at him either? Sound familiar? Like Luka? How come we don't get a shot at him either? That's not fair. So God rest his soul, David Stern stepped in, because if it was Adam Silver would be like, oh yeah, let him, trade happen. Let's just let it happen. It's good for the league. but David Stern stepped in. Yeah, David Stern stepped in and was like, you know what? Because who does the commissioner work for? He works for the owners. And was like, all right, because everyone's complaining and we got to chill, this trade has been rescinded, void.
Yeah. So, any of y'all got a favorite Chris Paul moment?
I do. Kobe against the Clippers, when Kobe dunked on Chris Paul on the fast break. Favorite time. Favorite memory of Chris Paul, man. That was I run that replay all the time. I love it. It's always a great memory for me to remember the great Chris Paul. Absolutely.
My favorite memory of Chris Paul was rejuvenating a dead franchise in the Clippers. Lob City was different.
Lob City was different. And honestly, my favorite, I'm going to be for no trolling, my favorite moment for Chris Paul was revitalizing, and not even revitalizing, I would say elevating the Phoenix Suns. Once they got him, they made that finals run. That playoff run that they had, not gonna lie, even though obviously they beat the Lakers in the first round, which was a sour taste, but like people forget like that Ayton alley-oop.
Yeah,
that was just like that whole run the Suns had was insane. That was an insane run that they had, and that was contributed a lot to Chris Paul's addition to that team.
Yeah, they actually one of who picked them? I think it was Eric. Top 10 non-champ. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Top 10 non-champs. We covered that on our last show. For me, I would probably say Chris Paul's game winner over Duncan, and what was it, Game 7, 2015, first round.
Yeah, where him and Blake Griffin was going crazy in that.
Yeah, him and Blake was going crazy. I remember watching that on my trip back from I think I was coming back from the White House. I had the opportunity to go visit the White House. This is before
talking about me flexing, like
hey,
just casually. Yeah, I was at the White House chilling in Obama's seat. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he hit that game winner over Duncan. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, it was so electric, bro. But yeah.
That was what, 2015, right?
That was 2015. And then
I think that was
going to be their year. That was going to be their year. But then they blew it to the damn Rockets.
That's when Duncan was like, yeah, I'm cooked.
Yeah, because Blake was literally cooking him. Like, I can't believe my eyes. Like,
yeah.
It's violent, Duncan. Yo, Eric, you got a favorite Chris Paul moment?
Chris Paul moment. Besides the Lakers, Clippers, the Clippers and the Spurs back in 2015, his first playoffs, 2008. Against the Mavericks and against the Spurs. Even though they lost to the Spurs in the second round of 7, that was going out party. So that was his first coming out onto the national scene in the playoffs, and you knew that he was going to be one of those big time point guards. Even though he didn't win a championship, and even though he's been disrespected by the media, you saw the potential and what he can do. Also, actually, another memory was the 2012 playoffs against the Grizzlies. They went to full 7 games. They beat the Clippers, beat the Grizzlies in 7. That was the first playoff series win in a long time. So that was another big memory that they had.
I also like people forget Darren Williams and Chris Paul rivalry, how that was. You know what I mean? That was pretty cool. Even though obviously clearly Chris Paul outlasted Darren Williams, but that was a really good back and forth between those two.
I'm about to go back in, so I'll holler at you out later. So thank you again.
Eric. Yes, sir. Of course.
I'll be back again the full time, same time next week. So definitely yes.
I bet.
I just want to say with Chris Paul too, he's one of those guys you really don't see small guys like him get even better in the playoffs, and that's what he actually did. A lot of the failures of his teams in the playoffs because he got hurt or they wasn't good enough, but he always elevated. Like it was a stat. I forgot what the stat is that you could see from the regular season to the playoffs, and literally it was only him and LeBron that would literally get better in the playoffs.
Yeah. And
it's crazy. It's a crazy feat to even look at. Like a guy small like Chris Paul, usually guys like that, like I don't want to say his name. Hella, guys like him, they usually get worse in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
just
does he know? I mean,
no, I'm talking about like their efficiency and everything. Chris Paul,
yeah.
Player like that his efficiency went up, and it's just like, yo, like, this is absurd. This is crazy.
He's a basketball wizard, bro. He knows where the shots is. He knows where you're gonna get the shots, bro. He knows where his teammates are gonna get the shots, bro. That's what just made him super effective. Like I remember watching that series against Houston when, in the bubble, when they went to Game 7. And I'm just like, yo, bro. He was like picking them apart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, like, when we won the championship that year, and when we made, before we made that trade for Russ. I was like, yo, it would be good to have a ball dominant guard. The guard that I wanted was Chris Paul. I wanted Chris Paul after his run with Oklahoma, but then we ended up with Russ. Cause I was like, yo, like Chris Paul and Braun on the same team, like that would be crazy. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that would have been crazy for sure. But before we end it, I want to talk about real quick. Obviously, the season has just kicked off. We're a month into it. And there's some earlier, MVP voting out there. And right now, we're looking at, right now the NBA has Jokic as the number one. So the season ended today. The NBA, I guess the consensus believed that Jokic would be the favorite to win MVP, followed by SGA, then Luka, and then coming in, I believe, at the fourth spot is it Cade Cunningham?
It has to be Cade.
Hold on,
because if not him, then who? That's literally the top four right there. Giannis?
Yeah, sorry, it's Giannis. So
Giannis is 4.
Yes, Giannis will be 4, and then
Cade
will be at the back end at 5th. So, how do you guys feel about it? Obviously, when you look at the numbers, Jokic is averaging 29, 13, and 11, triple double right now, right? SGA sitting at number 2. He's averaging 32, 5, and 6. Luka sitting at number 4, averaging 35, 8, and 9. Luka at number 3. Giannis at number 4, averaging 31, 10, and 6. Oh, 31, 10, and 7, excuse me. And sitting at number 5 is Cade Cunningham, averaging 27, 5, and 9. And then to round out the top 10, we have Wemby sitting at number 6. Jalen Johnson sitting at number 7. Number 8, Tyrese Maxey. Number 9, Alperen Sengun. And number 10, Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Where's Kevin Durant?
Not on this list.
Kevin Durant don't get MVP votes after whatever happened in Golden State.
Yeah,
because
they hate him for that.
I don't want to bring this up, but he was number 1 team in the East, and then they was not talking about him at all being MVP discussion.
Yeah,
so
facts.
It's raps for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I honestly think Shea should be number 1.
Yeah, he not playing full court.
Jokic is averaging a triple double. Yes, it's great. He's super efficient. Yes, I get it. Shea's not playing most of these games. He's not playing in fourth quarters, and he's averaging 32, 6, and 5.
Yeah.
Is a stat. I was telling Armani this. I saw this on Twitter. Bronny James has logged more fourth quarter minutes than Shea, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
If that's true, that's an MVP. This is the MVP.
Yeah.
Because Bronny James does not play like that, and he's logging more fourth quarter minutes than Shea. Case closed. Case closed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Imagine he's playing fourth quarters. He's averaging 30. He's probably getting 37 a game.
Yeah.
Like this is what is happening in OKC, and he's doing it without his second best player, He did it without his third best player, Chet. Didn't play like 5-6 games. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I if I were to rearrange this, I would have Shea as number 1. I would have Luka as number 2. The Lakers are the number 2 seed in the West. He's averaging 35. 35.
Like I told you. Here's where it hurt Luka's case when he went out and Austin Reeves was doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
It hurt his case. It's just like,
I know. Yeah, it looks a little funny in the light now. Like, oh wait, is it the system?
Yeah.
Is it JJ or is it Luka?
I told you,
right?
That's a double-edged sword. It's great for Reeves, but it's like, whoa.
And then watch the narrative now that, like, because last night, right, like, Luka had 40, Austin Reeves had 31, Braun had 25. Whoa, big 3.
Too much help.
Exactly, too much help. Yeah,
that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Listen,
but I'm just saying the reason why, because I'm like, the Lakers are the number 2 seed. No one had the Lakers as number 2 seed. Nobody. Mm-hmm. And he's averaging 35.
Wait. What's their record?
The Lakers record?
Yeah.
What are we 15-4?
The Lakers are
with 15-4.
Lakers are 13-4, tied with the Nuggets with the second number.
Would
the
you
number
say
2 seed.
Record-wise is why you will have Luka 2?
Yes.
Okay, so why is Cade on 2?
Why is who?
I know that's where you were going. I know that's where you were going. Yes, I mean, the Pistons are 15-3, and no one thought the Pistons would be the number 1 seed in the East right now. Of course. Yeah. I just think you know how that narrative go.
I caught the biasness, y'all. I caught it.
But no, but when I'm saying is, Cade is averaging 27, 5, and 9, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. I'm gonna bump him up to 10 assists because it's 9.9. So we'll give him the nod for 10 assists.
Yeah, come on.
Luka is averaging 35, 8, and 10. Like, yes, he's the number 1 seed in the East, but he's dealing with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the West. I'm sorry. Like, I get it. I understand, but I just believe no one had the Lakers at the number 2 seed in the West. Nobody. Everyone predicted the Lakers would be a playing team this year. Playing. That's all I'm saying. The East, a little bit wide open right now. It's a little bit wide open. But I'm not, Josh, I stand with you. You are right. I'm not refuting your case. If this was in a court of law, I would have to object my ass off. Okay? To pause.
I was just letting you know.
I know, I get it, but I'm just saying, if I were to rearrange it, it'll be SGA 1, Luka 2, Cade 3, Jokic 4, then Giannis 5.
Listen, I do think Giannis is a top 3 player in the league, but I don't think he should be top 5. Your team is 8. When he left, they was 500.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell is averaging 30.
Yeah.
Their team is better. He should be the 5th spot. Until you fix that record.
Yeah, right now, if the playoffs started, the Bucks wouldn't even make it. They're the 11th seed.
That's what I'm saying. How are you top 5?
Right.
You can't even be top 5 if you're not even in the play-in convo right now. Like, I think Donovan Mitchell should round off. Donovan Mitchell or no, I'm not even trying to. Nothing for the Knicks.
Saying Maxey?
No.
I think Maxey been playing like really well.
Maxey been playing great, but I don't think MVP. Nah.
No.
Like not like a top 5 MVP finish.
Nah.
Do y'all agree with Jalen Johnson being in the top 10?
Why not? It's fun. Joakim finished top 10.
So why is Jalen Johnson in the top 10 and not Brandon Ingram? Brandon Ingram.
Here we go.
Raptors are 14. Propaganda. Raptors are 14-5. Hawks are 11-8. And this is
where the stats matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right 20, now, 20. He's averaging 21.
Come on.
21, 3, and 5 though.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Jalen Johnson, I'll let you know what he's averaging. Jalen Johnson right now is averaging 21, 7, and 9. Yeah, okay.
It's a stat,
yeah. It's a stat thing. It's a stat thing for sure.
Wait, did Jalen Johnson have some crazy stat line like a couple weeks ago? Hold on.
Yeah,
he had some
did.
insane stat line.
It was I don't know. Him and Cade, they stat lines be looking the same, bro. Because Cade had a game.
Found it.
Yeah, 18 assists, zero turnovers.
Yeah.
He had 31 points, 18 rebounds, 14 assists, and 7 steals.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. I stand corrected. My bad, Jalen. I was not familiar with your game. That is my mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, guys, I think
I do have one question about awards before we go.
Yes.
Do you think the NBA changes the 65 game rule? Because this will be probably the second year in a row the greatest defender
don't win
is not going to get a D-boy because he's not going to get the game played.
No, they're not going to change it. They're not.
And what about this? What do you think owners are going to push for rule change because now it's going to be a loophole? Because imagine a guy like Wemby is not going to get the super max because he's not going to get all NBAs because of his games.
That's a fair point.
Think about what you just said. What you told us about OKC with J-Dub.
Yeah.
Like this is the new loophole. Like, oh, you got a soft tissue injury. Let's see you out an extra 2 weeks. Let's add an extra 2 weeks to that return date.
Facts.
So you ain't got to cough up that bread.
Like, let's turn that down 60 million.
Yeah.
we agreed to it, but you got to play the games.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. We could definitely get into that because it's starting. It could be a trend, low key.
Can you imagine having Wemby for less than a supermax?
Yeah.
But,
Sam Presti, man.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. But again, thank you guys for an awesome show. Thank you for all tuning in.
Enjoy the holiday.
Want to say a quick message before we sign off. Some personal stuff. My dad is fighting cancer right now, and it's been a tough battle. So I just want to say shout out to you, Dad. Shout out to all the cancer survivors and people dealing with cancer and fighting with cancer. It's a serious matter, and it's an emotional roller coaster. So just make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you and yours. Spend time with one another, appreciate one another. Time is precious. So again, love you guys. Dad, I love you, man. Keep fighting. We're gonna be there. You're gonna get through this. And at the end of the day, peace and love. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.
Eat right.
Right. And watch some damn basketball.
Yeah.
Peace.
Slow.